Hello everyone, welcome to another video from Your Tech Today. So today we have the Redmi 3S, the Xiaomi Redmi 3S, the 32GB variant with 3GB of RAM at a price of 9,000 rupees, which is very good. I mean, we don't have something like this in this price range. And it's a 5-inch device, and it has a fingerprint scanner also. So this is actually just a smaller version of the Redmi Note 3 which I have over here. And we will have a comparison between the two maybe later. So let's open up the box. This is what the box looks like. It's available via open sale on flipkart.com, and this is the back of the box. You can see it has a Snapdragon 430 octa-core processor. It's a 64-bit processor, a full not a full HD, HD display, 720p display, but it is an IPS display, a 13 megapixel camera with face detection autofocus, and a 5 megapixel front camera. The 13 megapixel rear camera is f2.2 aperture, and it has a 4100 mAh battery. So they have basically fit the same battery which was there in the Redmi Note 3 in the Redmi 3S, and a fingerprint sensor, and this runs on Android Marshmallow, but MIUI is 7. The graphics are handled by an Adreno 505 GPU. It does make me feel really happy to see this Made in India sticker over here. So it's really nice that we are getting high-end phones being built in India at an affordable price and getting the right features. So it's a great value for money, and the Made in India badge does make me feel happy and proud. So here's the phone. Wow. Let's keep this aside and take a look at some of the accessories which are there. So we have a USB cable, let's check the length of the USB cable. So we have about 3 feet of cable, the USB cable, and we have a charger. It's a 5 volt 2 amp charger. So as you can see, input 100 to 240 volts and output of 5 volt 2 amps. We will check the output of the charger in a moment. We have some documentation over here, and the SIM ejector tool is over here inside. So the SAR values are mentioned over here. So before we go any further, let's just quickly check whether the charger provided gives the rated output of 5 volts 2 amps, so that we can come to know what is the quality of the charger supplied by Xiaomi. So I have this device here which we can put a dummy load on the charger and check whether it maintains the voltage and the wattage at the 2 amps load. So I'm going to increase the load now. So we are at 2 amps, and you can see the voltage is maintained, and 2 amps of current is being drawn and 10 watts of power. Let's go a little higher and see when. So at 2.15 itself, the voltage begins to drop. Whereas in the last phone which I tested in this way, the K5 Note, we could go up to 2.2 amps I think, and then the voltage began to drop. So anyways, at 2 amps it is providing the right amount of current and voltage. So that means the charger is of good quality and you should not have any issues with it. So let's take a look at the device now. So first impression, it feels very light in the hand, and it is definitely smaller than all the 5.5 inches or 5.7 inches devices that we have been seeing. So let's start with the back. So I will remove this protective lens cover. And the sticker over here. So we have the SAR values mentioned again over here on the back of the device. You can remove the sticker if you want to. So the build is of metal, and I guess this must be plastic over here because this is where the antennas must be. There's a fingerprint sensor which is supposed to be really fast. You have a 13 megapixel camera, f2.0 aperture, face detection autofocus, and a 5-element lens. You have a flash next to it. It looks like a single tone flash. You have the speaker grill over here, nice brushed aluminum finish. It is metal, and you have the power and the volume rockers over here, which are very tactile and feel nice to press. The quality of the click is very nice. On the top we see a microphone an IR blaster, okay, that's a nice addition, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The SIM tray is over here. It is a dual SIM device, but it has a hybrid SIM slot, which we'll take a look in a moment. And you have the micro USB charging port, data transfer port, and another microphone over here. On the front, we have a nice 5-inch display. We do not know whether what kind of glass they have used for the protection of the device, but it is not a Gorilla Glass. It's a 720p display, and it has a PPI of 294, so that should be good enough. And you have the 5 megapixel front facing camera over here, f2.2 aperture, and you have the earpiece and some sensors over here and a notification LED, and you have the 3 touch capacitive buttons over here. So let's open up that SIM tray and put in a SIM card, and I'm going to put a Reliance Jio SIM so that we can test whether this phone supports voice over LTE or not. So I have a nano SIM, so I'm going to put it in the SIM 2 slot, and let's see whether it works. So the device is turning on, and these buttons are not backlit. While the device switches on, I just want to mention how the build is. So you can see it has nice rounded edges, and it feels very good in the hand to hold, especially because it's a smaller device also. So it is much more easier to use and ergonomic to use. So I'll just select my language. Plus over here on the screen you can see there is some sort of a ridge kind of a thing. So I think that will really help protect the glass during a fall. So I like that about this device too. Otherwise the fit and finish looks really nice. There are no gaps anywhere. It's nicely flush with the body. So there is a small thing over here which will help keep the speaker away from the surface so that it doesn't get muffled when you keep it on a table or something. So one thing that I'm noticing is the screen has a nice oleophobic coating, which I did not find on the K5 Note, because on the K5 Note as soon as I was touching the screen there was just a smudge, but on this when I'm touching I'm not even getting any fingerprints. So as of in a new device, the oleophobic coating is working really well. So I don't know whether you guys can see, but it is quite fingerprint resistant as of now. Maybe because it's a new screen, and as we use that oleophobic coating does get faded away. So it will be advisable to use a tempered screen protector on it as soon as you get the device. So guys, I've just done the basic configuration, put in my Wi-Fi password, and the phone is ready to be used. So let's just quickly check how much RAM do we have available on the first boot. So 2.1 GB is free out of the 3 GB of RAM. So next we will check the storage. As you can see, there is already an update available to be downloaded. So the storage out of 32 GB, we have 25.76 available, and out of that what is used by the apps and the data, and we have 24.4 GB free. So at this price point, so much of inbuilt storage and so much of RAM is a really good thing. So let's quickly set up the fingerprint also and see how it works. So we are done, and let's check the fingerprint sensor, how fast it is. You can see, I'll lock it again, pretty quick. Now let's check what is the software we are running. So it's the MIUI version 7.5, and an update is already available, and MIUI 8 should come pretty soon on this device as a stable release. We have Android 6.0.1 which is available. And about voice over LTE, I would tell you that it does support VoLTE, but right now I have put in my JioSIM. It's not reading over here voice over LTE. JioSIM is having some problem right now. Maybe they are just upgrading the system or something, because I was not able to make or receive calls from the past 2 hours. So, but the phone does support VoLTE. So the Wi-Fi is connected. It is catching the range pretty well. No issues over there. And phone seems pretty smooth. The touch is very nice, and the oleophobic coating, as I told, is very nice. It gives a nice feel to the glass. Now let's quickly check the camera. So this is a 13 megapixel camera. HDR mode is off. You can tap to focus. Shutter is pretty fast. Let's check the front camera. So the front camera is a little slow. Maybe that update will fix it. The screen also is feeling really nice with great viewing angles. You can just have a look. It feels absolutely, flush with the surface of the glass. And it is pretty bright also. So overall feeling really good about the screen. The black levels are also amazing. So guys, this was the unboxing and first look at the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, the 3GB 32GB variant with the fingerprint sensor. So I will be testing this phone in depth and coming up with some more videos on this device, as I really like this one. It's a nice compact small phone, dual SIM, 4G LTE with voice over LTE support and a memory card support in a nice package for a very good price, and with a IR blaster, which I really missed on my S7 Edge, because on my Note 4 I did have that. So feels good. Let's test it further and I will give you my reviews in the upcoming videos. So if you have any questions about this device, please let me know in the comment section below. I will answer it as soon as possible. And if you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you have any suggestion, leave it in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.